guys, today we are going to be looking at the chickens and kind of taking y'all along on our day. So it is about 1 o'clock. I have been working on school all morning. School did start back yesterday. So we have been just kind of figuring out our schedule and figuring out our books and everything that we have to do with that. So that's what I've been doing all day. But right now I'm going to go up to our chicken coop and I'm going to check on our chickens. So interesting story. What happened the other night was, it was a couple nights ago, and me and my sister were walking up to do our chickens. These are the little chickens, the Buff Orpingtons. So a cat was on top of the shed roof. Now, we have a shed that we keep them under, and then off the shed is a chicken coop. That is where we keep our chickens. So we were walking, and then we just see this random cat. It was on top of the roof. It was walking down, trying to get in the chicken coop through the roof. Now, it thankfully could not get through the top. Now, this was late evening. It was like 7:30, almost dark, and it could not get through the top, but there was a big gap where it could get in the side. So we had to take the chickens. We had to put them in their box. We had to bring them down to our old shed that they used to stay in. So when they were little, they would stay in the little shed down there, but now since they're bigger, they stay in the chicken coop outside. So a cat almost got our chickens, but thankfully we took them down there. We caught it just in time. We were going up to check their water and food and everything late at night, or not late at night, it was like late evening. That's what I mean, late evening. And there was a cat up there. So thankfully we did set the trap. I don't think there's anything in the trap because ants ate all the bait, which this winter I did trap a lot of cats, like stray cats that were causing like diseases, and we didn't want our cats that we own as pets to mate with any of the other cats. So we did trap a bunch and we took them away. So yeah, I spent a lot of the wintertime trapping just random animals. I did raccoons. We got rid of the raccoons and possums, but we would relocate the cats. Now that it's summertime, there's nothing in the trap today. Now that it is summertime, ants are out, of course. So yeah, that was annoying because it's kind of harder to put food in the trap since ants always get it. So I'm up at the chicken coop. Now let's check the chickens. Here they are. They are pretty social. Of course, they're trying to peck my fingers. So they are super, ow, that one actually hurt. These are really cute chickens. You can see they're starting to grow feathers. Like little, these are Buff Orpingtons. So they are going to be yellow chickens. Big fluffy. This one is like trying to peck me. I haven't fed them yet, so I'll do that of course tonight. Let's see, they don't have water, so I need to give them some water real quick. We'll do that in just a second. Look at this one. This one's really cute. Look at how fluffy it is right here. Of course it's trying to peck my bracelet. And look at this one. These are really cute birds. These are Buff Orpingtons. They are good meat birds. Oh, I have a video about them where I talked about best chicken varieties to grow this year. So make sure you go and watch that. So this is kind of a close-up of them. It's not focusing in on the chicken. It's focusing in on the background. But definitely growing big. They have this big place to play. They absolutely love it. When they get a little bit bigger, I could probably start getting some grass and putting in there. I'll probably start doing that pretty soon. We like to get a bunch of grass and put in there. And then I could get grass clippings out here. My dad just cut grass out here last night. So there is a lot of grass clippings out here, right here, across our driveway. There's a lot of these grass clippings. Now I am actually preserving some hay. It's going to be really good because this is not going to be hay, these two places right here. It's going to be down there, which I'll show you all that in a minute. But anyway, let's go over to my sad looking garden. So real quick, let's do a quick scan through the garden here. It is definitely growing, not necessarily vegetables, but it is growing. At least it is growing something, weeds, but it did do very well this year though. You can see we still got zinnias growing. The zinnias are looking incredible this year, looking absolutely incredible. Here are a bunch of pink ones, a bunch of white ones. We're definitely going to be saving some of these for seed. These are absolutely beautiful. This one is, kind of dried up, but it's still pretty. And then this one is also beautiful as well. Here's a nice like coral pink one, like ballerina pink color, I guess. And then we have these purple ones. So definitely a lot of pretty ones. I like these. I like just how vibrant these are, so they're beautiful. There are several colors. There are red ones, white ones, yellow ones. There are also some green ones we have down at the greenhouse, which I'll go down there and show y'all them in just a second. But an orange one, kind of dried up as you can see, but still looking good. I think my rosemary is somewhere in here. Behind this bramble, here is this rosemary. Or is it lavender? I think it's lavender. Yeah, it smells like lavender. So nice lavender, kind of buried beneath the surface, but we will deal with that in a minute, or deal with that whenever. Just beautiful zinnias. I love zinnias, even though pink is definitely not my favorite color. I absolutely love these zinnias. I think every one of them are so beautiful, especially the light pink ones. As I said, even though I don't like the color pink, I think these are like really pretty. Some of my favorites, probably the white ones, the yellow ones, or the like the light pink ones. So I really like the green ones because green is actually my favorite color. So I love the green ones, which, as I said, we'll go down there and see those in a minute. The red ones are pretty. The red ones are nice, but they're not really my favorite. If I had a least favorite, it would be the red. So my favorite is probably the dark pink or the yellow ones. Oh, I love the white ones too. As you can see, it's hard to pick. It's like having a favorite candy. Like, you cannot really pick, but you like all of them. So yeah, I really like the white ones though. I like the yellow ones because they remind me of my grandmother, who loves the color yellow. So they kind of remind me of her. And then the dark pink ones I just love because they're bright. I love bright colors, happy colors. So yeah, let's go down and look at the green one now. These are, I cannot remember the name of them. I'll put the name of them somewhere on the screen. I did get both of my pumpkins this year. I didn't weigh them because they don't weigh very much. They're about probably 4 pounds each maybe, which is not a big pumpkin, but not really that big of a deal this year because I have plenty in the freezer from last year. Last year the pumpkin was like 77 pounds. So I think 77, I can't really remember to be honest, but yeah, we do have a lot saved up in the freezer, which I haven't even used yet. So here I am walking through this field I'm going to make hay out of. I don't think it's quite ready yet. I have the Farmer's Almanac. I love reading the Farmer's Almanac every year. I buy the new one every year, and I just think they're really fun to read. So I read, and it has a page about the best dates for doing certain things. Like, it talks about best dates for selling a house, best dates for cutting hay, best dates for fishing. I don't really think it matters at all, but it's still funny to look at and read. Here is my place where I'm going to be doing the hay. It's grown up. We never let our grass get this tall. We cut it every single weekend in like the front yard, backyard, the pond. We cut that every weekend, but I like to leave a couple places for hay. So, and this one is growing pretty tall. I have no idea. I don't know when it's going to be quite ready to cut. So we'll see though. Probably, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks and it'll be ready. to cut for hay, and then I store it up. Again, no big process for that. You know, it's not, you know, I'd love machinery one day if we ever got that much land to do hay with, but you know, it's just like a couple spots on the farm where we do hay, and then I put it up. So I usually just rake it by hand, put it in a dry spot, and that's how I do it every year, and it works great. Been doing that for a couple years. I'm over here at the greenhouse here, and if you want to know why our greenhouse looks kind of cleared out for this season, go watch the video. I'll put it right up here of why our garden was ruined this year. That was a whole adventure on its own, so I'll put that up there for y'all to go watch. Here is the green one. They're not very pretty, but they are still green. There's this one that's gonna be, I'll put a community post when this one pops out, so be watching for that. This one's still kind of pretty, even though it's not the best and stuff. So still pretty, even though it's a little damaged for this year, but you know, it's still nice. But anyway, my mom has a bunch of other zinnias. Here are some orange ones, yellow, orangish color, kind of a mix of both. Like it's kind of yellowish, kind of orangish. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's considered yellow or orange. I think it's considered orange though. So definitely still got a nice display of zinnias here. Hey guys, it is the next day. The camera storage was full, so it cut off right in the middle of while I was talking about green zinnias. But anyway, it's the next day. I'm going to continue on with this video. I am just going up to give the chicks some water right now, so I'm not going to show that again because we just did that last night. So when I get back from there, we have to do a couple more chores down here, and we will get back to that when I get done with the chickens. I have the chickens' food. Now we're going to go down here. We need to check the eggs, and we're going to be doing the big chickens right now, so we're just going to go check the eggs, and we have to feed them, and we're going to give them some water. I did the water last night. I forgot I did the water last night, so all we have to do this morning is just feed them. The eggs are looking pretty good. Not many eggs because, you know, our chickens are pretty old. They're like, the youngest one we have is like 5 years old right now, 5 or 6. So, you know, they're pretty old, but we are still getting, you know, a couple eggs here and there. So we're just kind of waiting for the littler chickens to get grown up, and then soon we'll be getting a bunch of eggs, hopefully. So our family eats a lot of eggs. It's almost unbelievable how many eggs we eat. So we definitely need the chicken eggs. Here's Willow. She's doing well. Y'all haven't seen her in a little while. She's doing good. And we're going to have her a bunch of hay soon. Whenever the hay gets dried so we can cut it, she's going to have a bunch of hay. But she is eating down the pasture right here. There is plenty of grass for her to eat. We actually have to cut it sometimes because she is the only goat we have in here right now. And so we do have to cut it because it just gets so tall. Then the dog and the goat can barely walk in there, and of course we don't want them to like get bitten by like a snake in the grass or something like that, so we do cut it. But most of the time she does do a good job of eating it, but it does get a little tall sometimes. So here is the dog. His nose is looking a lot better. So what happened was about a week ago, my sister noticed that his nose was like swollen, like right here, all above here, his nose was swollen, and we couldn't figure out why. And we think it was like he got stung by a bee, or maybe like a hornet or a wasp or something, and it just kind of swelled up, but it's looking pretty much back to normal now. So must have just been a bee or something. He's doing very well. He's our guard dog. We actually don't know what kind he is. We kind of like rescued him, kind of. He was abused in his past, and he kind of just showed up one day, and he was scared of the hose pipe for a long time. So, but he's a good guard dog now, and this goat's trying to eat my foot. Honestly, I feel like there has not been that many snakes this year. Actually, like we had about 3 or 4 at the beginning of the year, and those were just up at the pond. We had, we had 1 chicken snake in the chicken coop. I think I saw 2 at the pond, and that's literally it. Oh yeah, we had one out by the goat pen, so that makes 4, and that's about it that we saw this year. So it's actually, we usually see like a lot. Like last year we saw like 10 or 15 snakes within like a 3 or 4 month period. So you know, less snakes this year, which is good. So I hope you guys enjoy coming along with me on seeing the chickens and looking at all of the animals around here, kind of doing the chores for today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave a like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure.